friends, my name is Joey. I'm so glad you're here. I finally got my bargain bead box. I've been having shipping issues. It's not with Bargain Bead Box, it's with the United States Postal Service. So my box is coming after many other videos are already up on YouTube. So I did get it finally. I'm super excited. What a box this month. This is our January 2025 box. All the first boxes of January are coming in, and this one is called Dusty Rose, and it is my favorite color story, and I love this box for so many reasons. This one is so great. Let me show you how many ingredients are in. There are 17 items in this month's box. It is a value of $83 and some change, and for a little over $20 a month. It's amazing. If you're in the continental United States, the shipping is free, but they do ship internationally, so this is available to my viewers in the UK and our friends pretty much everywhere. And also on that same insert, on the flip side, every month you get a code that will give you 30% off to shop the sister website. It is called Bead Box Bargains, and it's an amazing website, really great for new beaders or all beaders, ever changing. They're constantly adding to it, and that code can be used over and over again during the month as many times as you want to shop. It's not just a one-time deal. So it is just an absolutely fabulous deal for beaders and jewelry makers alike, whether you're new or seasoned. There's a couple of boxes that I've been getting for many years, can't even remember when I started getting them, and this is one of them. I think this was maybe the second box that I ever signed up to get. It's just beautiful. But I am going to be a little bit fast going through my unboxing because I've already designed a bracelet and I want to jump right to that. This box is packed with copper and packed with rhodonite, which is one of the amazing things about this box is that you get a lot of findings. It's very comprehensive, from bead caps to charms to pendants to toggles to chain, spacer beads. Like it every month it's like that. I really don't know how a jewelry person for $22, $23 a month could live without it. It's just amazing. And I really do love rhodonite. It's one of my favorite gemstones. But I have to preface that by saying I normally go for the rhodonite that is in the earthy pinks and the soft, cocoa colors, and that I don't normally like rhodonite with the black inclusions in it. But I love what they did with this box, and my project is going to be accented with black. And that's one of the things that I love about a curated box from a really reputable, really credible company, is they make you do things that maybe you wouldn't normally do because they put the beads together. And I'm very seasoned. I have a decorating background, so color is not really an issue for me. But if I were shopping a website or in a store, I would not pick these blacks. But wait until you see what I'm going to do. I'm so excited. So let's jump in. The first item, all my favorite items are in the first three. We got this cute, gorgeous rhodonite and brass pendant. It's beautiful. It's got the copper plating on it, and I mean the detail front and back is just amazing. And with the chain in the box, if you needed a fast necklace, you could literally put a toggle clasp on it, string this, and you are out the door. It's just wonderful. And then this is my favorite rhodonite. These are 6mm faceted round beads, and this is like my color palette. I love this box for another reason. If you are seeing these kind of mocha colors or really soft browns in with these pinks, the color of the year is Mocha Mousse, and I've been looking at some of Pantone's color palette selections, and there are a lot of their curated color palettes that include these really dusty pinks and the softer earthy browns, soft browns, like almost a pastel brown. And so this is just absolutely perfect for what is on trend this year. I just love it. And these feel so good in your hand. And then these are dyed, but I love these. These are freshwater shell rondelle nugget beads. So they're very organic. It's a disc-y kind of, disc-ish, is that a word? Kind of a bead, but each one is a little bit misshapen, and I'm loving this because I'm into the Baroque pearls and the freshwater pearls, and this is just beautiful. I'm probably not going to use all of these, but I am going to use these in my project, and I am thrilled to go into some summer jewelry, thrilled to have this. And you guys, this is another thing about Bargain Bead Box. There is a 14 and a half inch strand of these. So like that is a necklace in itself, or several bracelets, or with some spacers, a necklace and a bracelet set. I mean, the quantities that you get for the price, I say this all the time, I don't know how they do it. I mean, it's just really amazing. And then next up, we got a 15-inch strand of 8mm rhodonite beads. And so again, if I were shopping, I probably would not have chosen this because of all the black, but I actually love it. And they did something to use the black as an accent that's really cool. We'll get to it. But also you can sort through and separate out the more black. There's the brown and the pretty pink, and they're just wonderful and such a nice long strand. And then this is another favorite thing in the box. These are faceted rhodonite coin beads. Aren't they gorgeous? There is 6 of them here, so you could make 3 pairs of earrings, or you could string these and do a faceted coin bracelet. This would make a fabulous beaded chain bracelet if you wanted to use them all together like that. I was kind of sorting through mine for earrings, like there would be a black one accented with pink, and so each one will look different because they are natural stone, but they are just wonderful. I love coin beads. That is one of my favorite bead shapes. I mean, you guys that know me are probably laughing because I say, oh, that's my favorite, that's my favorite. They're all my favorite. I love it. And then we got more rhodonite. This is a 2-piece set of 18 by 13mm rhodonite oval drops. The hole that's drilled is right in the top. So again, what a stunning pair of earrings. But if you wanted to do a lariat necklace, these could be your final drops on your stringing. They would also be fabulous as charms. If you wanted to put a little something at the end of a bracelet, they would just be fabulous for that. So I love those. And this is one of the things that I applaud them for doing this. We got a 4mm, it's a 7.5-inch strand of 4mm black tourmaline faceted rounds. And it is just beautiful. The facets are stunning. The sparkle and flash in these beads, they just glisten. And they're just fabulous. So let me just grab any of these rhodonites. Look at that. When you do an accent of the pinks with that sparkly black, it's stunning. It's absolutely breathtaking. Anything you make is going to look great, and I'm going to use a few of these in my project today. And then up next is this beautiful strand of rose quartz. These are not they're matte, almost almost satin matte. They're just beautiful. This is a 10mm size, so it's a pretty good size, and there is a 7.5-inch strand here. These are absolutely beautiful, and these feel amazing. Gemstones just feel amazing. The weight, the coolness against your skin, and these are, they feel like satin. They're just beautiful. And then these are just wonderful little spacers. We got some 3.5 by 3mm crystal faceted rondelle beads, and they're half copper, half pink. What a wonderful spacer. You can pretty much use these anywhere that you would use seed beads. They're great. We got some bicone beads in an antique copper, so another really great spacer, or just to add sparkle if you wanted to add a little sparkle. And then we got some fancy copper plated coin beads. These are wonderful. I was even thinking that what a gorgeous, just to do a beaded chain. That might be another project for me, just a beaded chain with the 2 coins, like alternating. Just a simple, elegant, just a stunning bracelet. Just line them up. Just beautiful. So it's so well thought out. This box is always so beautifully curated. And I need to be doing my unboxing, but as you can tell, I'm ready. I'm designing in my head and I just want to play. This is going to be, I might use this in my bracelet project as well. This is a crystal faceted rondelle mix. It's called Vintage. It is just gorgeous. This is pretty chunky too. This is an 8 by 6mm. And so I was thinking, even if you wanted to add pearls in with this color story, it's beautiful to have these cream AB coated crystals that just looks so nice with the pearls and the pink and a little bit of black. It's just so elegant. But there is a lot of purples and lavenders in here too, which is another great add-in and very spring, you know, as we're going into the next season. And then I just love getting bead caps. The founder of Bargain Bead Box, I remember her saying one time that she tried to always put bead caps in the boxes because she has a hard time herself kind of designing without them, and they are wonderful to have. And these are really sweet. They have like a little rope detail, perfect little size. I love getting those. And then we got these gorgeous little medallion drops in the copper, and quite a few of those. I mean, honestly, you could even just take the chain and put jump rings on this and do something simple like just a little charm bracelet with a whole bunch of medallions going around it. Even wire wrap any of the beads and do a bead and medallion little charm bracelet just to, you know, jingle on your wrist. I just love this box. It just sparks creativity. And like I said, I need to be doing my job of unboxing, but I want to play with the beads. Next up are these medallion pendants. They are absolutely stunning. For this, you know, you can do so much with this. Don't overlook the possibility of gluing something in the middle of this. You can also take a fine gauge wire and wire wrap things to this. You have all of these points which you could put a jump ring in. So if you wanted to hang chains from this, we had something similar, and they did a very similar box to this several years back. And I did a piece where I beaded chains and had it hanging from this medallion, and it was really pretty, really a statement piece. So that is definitely an option. And then this thrills me. I love getting clasps and toggles because I make so much jewelry. I use them up like crazy. But these are gorgeous. I have never seen these. I love the dimension. There are like two patterns going around the ring, and the T-bar has a little, kind of a little repeat of this pattern, and it is that beautiful antique copper. So you have that depth with that little bit of black in there, and it coordinates with everything else. So this box is almost like a kit. I mean, if you're seasoned and you've been collecting your supplies for years like I have, you're going to find things in this box that you haven't seen because Lauren and her team really like add special things every month. But if you are new to jewelry making for this price, I don't think you're going to find anything out there where you get as much, so many gemstone beads, such long lengths, all the findings. Like, it's really, really great for everyone. But if you're newer, I think you would just really love this box. And we almost always get chain in this box, and I love this month's chain. It is a 4mm steel Rolo chain, and we got a whole meter. So when they usually do give a meter, so that is enough for a really nice necklace, and have some left over for a bracelet or earrings or extender chain. This Rolo chain is just great. It's so pretty. It's not a chain that kinks very easily, and as I said, it's great. You can make an extender out of it for a bracelet or a necklace. You can actually make it the body of your piece. Earrings, like to do chain earrings with drops hanging from it, it's fabulous for that because it's that sweet size, not chunky, not tiny, just absolutely wonderful. So this is a stunning box. It's just going to be a second for you. I'm going to clean up. I'm going to go through and fill my dish with the things that are possibilities for my first project. And I am going to be adding in gold accents. I love mixing gold and copper, so I am going to be adding in some gold accents. This is going in for sure. So just a second for you. Let me organize myself. Okay, you guys, don't laugh. I know I said I was making a bracelet, and I am going to make a bracelet, but I cannot help myself. This box is so wonderful. When I get great beads like this, my designing brain just won't stop. I couldn't shut it down. So I did pull the things that I wanted for my bracelet, but as I was doing that and organizing, I designed a really cool convertible pair of earrings. So I'm going to make the earrings in this video, and I'm going to come back in another video and do my bracelet, but I'll give you a little sneak peek of what I'm planning to do in the bracelet design. I've pulled in some black glass disc spacers for that, and I told you I wanted to add a little pop of gold, which they've already done in the box because the vintage mix had the gold faceted rondelles. So that, because gold and copper and pink just look so good together. So I did pull these couple of things from my stash. And I was making little heart connectors with bare copper wire, and I wanted to take some time and show you how I did this. There's so many ways to make wire hearts. There's not a right or wrong, and I was just playing with this way because I wanted to make it a connector. And then I took some of our black faceted beads and just wired them on to my copper heart connector with gold wire that's fine gauge, so you get that little touch of gold, little touch of black. And I was thinking of making a component or a bracelet bar out of the two hearts with the fatter side opposite the fatter side. So that's, you know, I want to spend a little time on this bracelet, and I don't want this video to be too long, but that's a little sneak peek of what I'm working on for the bracelet. These little rondelles would be in it too, but look at this, you guys. So I decided to use all three of the toggles that are in the clasp. One of the toggles you'll see in the next video for my bracelet. But I decided to turn this toggle into a hoop earring with a little rhodonite charm that hangs, and kind of just like a charm on a charm bracelet. As you move your head and wear these, it will float around. But I decided to make this convertible into a shoulder duster, really fancy pair of earrings, by using the T-bar and some of the chain and making a really pretty drop. It's just rhodonite, one of my gold spacers, a bead cap, one of the pink crystals from the mix, and a ball head pin. And so that little part there can hook, you go from the back, just like we would toggle on a bracelet. But now I have this really cool like shoulder duster earring. So you could convert this earring into, let me set this aside, you can convert this earring in from a simple hoop with a little gemstone charm to a really cool, fun, you know, swingy, you know, this has got a lot of dangle and movement. And of course I did my chain pretty long, but you could do the chain part and do it a little bit shorter or even longer if you wanted to make even more drama. So this is so fun. It's all connecting and simple loops. So let me switch out these dishes to the one we'll be working with. And like I said, I will come back in maybe 3-4 days with my bracelet video, because I'm really excited about making the bracelet too, but my design brain just would not stop. So I just have these little stardust, and I think that I got these from Bead Box Bargains. I think they have so many great earring findings. But let's make the first section, the first part of the earring first. It's so simple. I am just going to put my little jump ring tool on and open a jump ring, and I made all of my jump rings with my soft flex wire and my bail making pliers, because for jump rings in all different sizes are really useful. Because of the orientation on my little stud earrings, I had to do a large jump ring on my hoop part, and then I made these really tiny, I think they're like 3 millimeter, with my smallest bail making plier, and that's what I needed for attaching to this loop at the top of my ear wire. So this was just a matter of orientation, or the direction that I want my hoops to go. It's so small, you can get it on there. Go this way. These are two-sided, so when you're connecting your toggle bar, which is now a hoop earring, you don't have to worry about which side. I do want it to be closed really well and work hardened. So you could really be done right there. But then I took one of the rhodonite beads, and I'll show you what I did. I kind of sorted through my faceted 6 millimeter beads, and since it was earrings, I matched up two that are almost the same color for the bottom of the earring, and then two that are almost the same color for the top. And I have two different ball head pins. I'm using this really fine gauge ball head pin for this tiny little drop, and I have a little bit more substantial one for my for my bottom drop. So I'm going to pick up my lighter rhodonite bead, and I'm just going to give this wire like a 90-degree bend, 45-degree bend, and I'm going to make a teeny tiny simple loop with the very tip of my round nose pliers. So just like that. I make these this way. They almost look like I'm about to do a wrapped loop because I start out the same as when I'm doing a wrapped loop. I like to get everything, you know, nice and straight. And so I have this pretty little loop there, and then I'm going to come right here where my wrapped wire meets the core wire and snip. So I have a really tiny, lovely, simple loop. And I'll go ahead and close it because this is getting attached with another jump ring, and close it and work hard in it. And then let me see what I did. I don't want to forget what I did. Oh yeah, okay, another one of those tiny little 3mm jump rings, and I made these with the anti-tarnish wire so they do their job, but they stay shiny. And I'm going to open that, and I'm going to come to the other tiny jump ring and just add this little bead. So it's a gemstone charm now, and close it really well. So really, you have this beautiful, sweet little earring already. And I just love this hanging over the hoop, still leaving the negative space. So the top part is done. Now I'm just going to make a little stack here. Get my head pin out of the dish. So I ball head pin, and I'm going to put one of I sorted through and got those kind of dark pink crystals from that vintage mix. They look so great with the rhodonite. And then next I did a bead cap facing down, and then I wanted a little splash of gold. Oh, that one doesn't have a hole. I wanted a little splash of gold, just a little like accent of gold, and then my rhodonite bead. And so I'm going to use my one-step looper, so this loop will be really matching the other earring. And this is a much thicker gauge ball head pin than my fine one, so it's good for the one-step looper. And I'm going to attach that. I'm not going to tidy it up because it's going to get attached to the bottom of this chain. And the cool thing about this Rolo chain is that the links are not solid, so when you're taking sections of links off for design, you don't have to cut. I mean, you can if you want to, but then you don't lose a link. So I just have that little drop there, and then I am going to I need one more. Oh, I added that right to the bottom. Let's see, I already forgot what I did. That happens to me. I need one more. I did on this one, I did a gold jump ring between the brass, or not the brass, between the copper T-bar and the chain, just again because I'm accenting this with gold. And I see, as I'm looking at this, I see that my jump ring needs a little bit of attention. Okay, just going to make the final connection. Just add the gold jump ring to this and then to the toggle and close it really well. And so my two drops look identical, and this gorgeous convertible pair of earrings is so beautiful. I love them just like that, but I also love the idea of adding in a fun section. I love to travel, and when I travel, I love having some pieces of jewelry that are convertible, necklaces and earrings, because then I can change my look without carrying a lot of jewelry with me. So it is just so cool. I love this idea, and it was perfect for this box because there were 3 toggle sets in this box. So I got my 2 pairs of earrings, and my other one is ready for my bracelet that I'm going to work on. So don't forget to check the description box of this video. I have a discount code to Bargain Bead Box if you're interested, and I will also put links to I always put my favorite tools and anything else that I've used. If I can find my little daisy spacer beads, my little flower spacers, I'll link those. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and tap the bell notification, because I will be back with a beautiful artisan bracelet with this box. And I have a lot of really cool things coming to my channel in 2025. So I'd love to see you here again. Thank you so much for watching. I hope everybody's safe and well and having fun on your beading mats. Ciao, friends.